There's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a great decision to bring it out there as he's tackled just beyond the 10.
Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They go play action. Daniels. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Brad, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Genty will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is on his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around, and oftentimes the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air goes Daniels. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. Back deep for the Raiders is Trey Tucker. Taking on the midfield logo. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Fake, and it's Smith. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. So give him 2 yards there on the completion.
A 2-yard gain.
And that'll bring up second down.
At the Commanders' 43-yard line.
Here we go, hey.
Gino going to hand it to Genty. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 31 yards there and a first down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level. And now you've got a big place to run the football.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Once again, it's Genty. And the hole closes quickly here. He can find only to about the 4. Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Gino. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown! Michael Mayer from 4 yards out. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now stays at 13. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 to the 24. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Off the play fake, Daniels rolling to his right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the interception, here's Smith. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
On first down, it's Genty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's out of bounds on the return on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
What terrifies defenses, when they see slant routes thrown, is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Daniel's going to throw for it. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're back against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
Straight ahead with Genty. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd down at the 14-yard line.
Play action. It's Smith. Out to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Geno now to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Genty. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30. So that potentially an important takeaway here in the second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they do finally get him at the 12. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Daniels. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Daniels looking to throw. That's caught by Senate. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
And it's 3rd down.
Randy Ryan. Go.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
To get this drive started. And he fires one incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. A give out of the gun to Genty. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here's Smith. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at about the 28. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there at 14 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
42-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's Daniels.
Zach Ertz has it complete. And he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Come on. Set.
Play action, now it's Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. He's in the space past the 25 and down to the 16-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We might have more Power Ranger.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
19 Tiger. Ready.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
60 Bison.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the 1st. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here we go.
They'll go again with Genty. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a game of only a couple.
Sometimes your crosses get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Third and 9 here.
There we go, slow it. 390%. Middle, 13X.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Gino.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Dietrich Wise running through and dropping it for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels.
This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
To the air goes Daniels. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a give running left is Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Press all 80. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They go play action. Daniels.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
They'll run for it with Eckler.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Right back to Genty on 1st down.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
They'll try to run for it with Genty.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Here's A.J. Cole now
as he's on to punt for Vegas. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance.
And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Daniels.
Finding Samuel.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
And that's complete to Brown. And this will be a 1st down as well, but the clock continues to move.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
This is 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Lonnie Johnson picks it. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and they feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other. Every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.